what we've done over the years, and I love you, and I want you to know I appreciate every time you allowed me and my band to perform on this stage.
Everyone knows Bruno Mars is a famous performer, but few know his real story. The kid who performed 1,000 shows before he turned 10, the teenager who slept in abandoned zoos, the man who lost everything to gambling. Now, at 39, Bruno wants to share his whole story. He will talk about more than just his debts or losing Jessica. He will reveal the childhood trauma that pushed him to fame, the addiction that nearly ruined his career, and a dark family secret he has kept for years. What he shares will change everything. Child star Little Elvis takes the stage. Bruno Mars was just 4 years old when he started performing. While other kids were learning their ABCs, he sang it on stage 5 nights a week. His family had a show in Waikiki, and he quickly became the star. They called him Little Elvis because of his flashy outfits and dance moves. At just 5, he performed at the Aloha Bowl halftime show in front of 40,000 people. When he turned 6, he appeared on the Arsenio Hall show. In 1992, he had a small role in the movie Honeymoon in Vegas and earned $600 for 1 day of work. Before he turned 10, he performed nearly 1,000 times. That early experience helped him later in his career. He said it felt like playtime when he rehearsed for the Super Bowl, but his life changed drastically when he turned 12. His parents divorced and his family band broke up. Suddenly, there were no more performances, only quiet days and empty pockets. Bruno, his dad, and brother had to move around and often slept in a worn-out yellow Cadillac or on rooftops. They even stayed in a bird sanctuary with noisy peacocks. They snuck into hotel pools for showers, and their meals consisted of 7-Eleven Spam musubi. They lived without power for 5 months, and Bruno learned to play guitar by moonlight. In school, he faced teasing for wearing secondhand clothes, but he didn't give up and worked as a young Michael Jackson impersonator to earn extra money for bus rides and demos. This struggle made him tough. In 2003, music labels showed interest in his work, but wanted him to sing Spanish songs. Bruno refused and chose a stage name for himself. He took Bruno from the wrestler Bruno Sammartino and Mars from a girl's comment about him being cocky. In June 2003, at 18, he arrived in Los Angeles with $600 and 3 CDs. His first year was challenging. He lived in cheap motels and shared small apartments with strangers. He pretended to be a DJ without experience and earned $75 over 2 nights before they found out how to make money. That summer, he relied on cheap tacos from Jack in the Box to survive. In February 2004, he signed a contract with Motown, but it was underwhelming. The deal had few terms and felt weak. They tried to market him as a pop Latino artist, but after 9 months without any progress, they dropped him. This setback was tough, especially since he had told his family back home about it. However, it eventually turned out to be a blessing in disguise. The Smeezingtons broke but building hits. Philip Lawrence and Bruno Mars met while Philip finished his time with Motown. They quickly connected and decided to make memorable music together. By 2006, they were struggling financially but remained passionate, working from the trunk of Philip's '99 Corolla outside a small studio in Hollywood with Ari Levine handling the sound. They often traded 7-Eleven burritos for recording time and yelled "Smeeze" when they created something good, naming their group the Smeezingtons. They worked hard, studying over 1,000 hit songs to learn what made them successful. Bruno's sister, Jamie, shared a demo with Mike Lynn, leading to essential opportunities once he heard Bruno's impressive voice. They sold their song Lost for $20,000 to pay rent, but their big break came with Flo Rida's hit Right Round. By 2010, Bruno had already helped sell over 15 million records as a ghostwriter. Bruno released his EP, It's Better If You Don't Understand, on May 11, 2010. It didn't get much attention, but it set the stage for his future success. His album Doo-Wops and Hooligans came out on October 5, 2010, and cost only $70,000. By 2020, it went 7 times platinum in the US and stayed on the UK charts for 400 weeks. Bruno's singles were very successful. Just the Way You Are reached #1 on Billboard and became 13 times platinum. He also made history by having 2 songs sell over 5 million copies from January to March 2011. He earned 7 Grammy nominations that year and won Best Male Pop Vocal for Just the Way You Are. Bruno Mars emerged as a powerful new force in music, not just a passing trend. genre-bending hit, Unorthodox Jukebox. In October 2012, Bruno Mars released Locked Out of Heaven. The song entered the charts at number 34, but quickly climbed to number 1 for 6 weeks. He made history as the first male solo artist since Bobby Vinton in 1964 to achieve 4 number-1 hits on the Hot 100 in his first 2 years, surpassing even Michael Jackson. The song sold 1 million downloads in 10 weeks and has over 1.8 billion streams on Spotify. Critics praised the song, with Rolling Stone calling it a refreshing mix of reggae rock and EDM. Bruno's Unorthodox Jukebox album explored different genres with hits like Treasure and Gorilla. Despite the record label's concerns, he stayed true to his vision, leading to 6 million copies sold worldwide by the end of the year. At the 2014 Grammys, Unorthodox Jukebox won Best Pop Vocal Album. Each song on the album had over 120 recorded tracks, setting a record. Bruno's performance of Gorilla sparked controversy with the FCC, highlighting a memorable moment in Grammy history. After the ceremony, album sales surged by 171% on the Billboard 200, showing that Bruno Mars was changing the rules of pop music. Uptown Funk and Beyond peaked dominance. Bruno Mars continued the excitement with Uptown Funk, created in May 2014 and released on November 10, 2014. The song quickly reached number 1 on the charts, staying there for 14 weeks, the longest decade until Old Town Road took over. It sold 300,000 downloads in its best week and gained 15 million global streams daily. In the UK, it sold 1 million copies in just 10 weeks, and Delta Airlines saw a 37% increase in first-class cocktail sales when it became their boarding song. Bruno's next album, 24K Magic, came out in 2016 and faced some doubt from record executives. However, it was a big success, winning Album, Record, and Song of the Year at the Grammy Awards on January 28, 2018. It sold 5 million copies worldwide by April and had a record-breaking tour from March 2017 to December 2018, grossing $367.7 million. The songs on 24K Magic were inspired by classic funk and R&B. Critics praised Bruno for bringing funk back into the spotlight when electronic dance music was popular. He didn't just follow trends, he reinvented them. Silk Sonic Retro Revival. Bruno Mars is a game-changer in music. His song Uptown Funk came out on November 10, 2014. It quickly became a hit, staying number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 14 weeks. The song had 300,000 weekly downloads in the US and 15 million global streams daily. It even boosted drink sales on Delta Airlines flights. His next album, 24K Magic, faced doubts from his record label, but won major Grammy Awards in 2018, including Album, Record, and Song of the Year. The song That's What I Like reached 7 times platinum. His tour from March 2017 to December 2018 sold 3.5 million tickets and earned $367.7 million. Critics called 24K Magic pop's slickest rewind, noting Bruno's revival of funk music. In September 2018, he contributed to Gucci Mane's song Wake Up in the Sky, which reached number 11. In 2022, his project Silk Sonic released Leave the Door Open, which became very popular and won Grammy Awards for Record and Song of the Year. In its first week, the album sold 104,000 vinyl records. In August 2024, Bruno teased a collaboration with Lady Gaga called Die With a Smile. It broke streaming records and achieved multi-platinum status. By 2025, they performed together at the Grammys. K-pop star Rosé created excitement with their duet APT, leading to a dramatic performance reviving the song's interest. Bruno continues to explore different musical styles and remains an influential figure in the music industry. The Private Life, Jessica, and the Rumors. On March 15, 2024, NewsNation reported that Bruno Mars might owe $50 million to MGM Resorts due to gambling markers. This news claimed he was trying to pay off the debt through his shows at Park MGM. The story quickly spread, with Bruno broke trending online and many discussing it on Reddit. There were also rumors that he lost $17 million in one night of blackjack, painting him as someone who struggles despite his glamorous image. MGM quickly denied these claims, stating they had a strong partnership with Bruno and assured Forbes and Billboard that he had no debt. This response helped calm investors' concerns, and other news sources like Variety repeated MGM's denial without changes, which did not affect their stock price. Bruno did not ignore the rumors. During a performance at Park MGM, he joked about owing $50 million, leading to a TikTok clip that went viral with 6.8 million views. The attention continued when he was named Spotify's top artist with 150 million monthly listeners in January 2025. He jokingly posted that he would be debt-free by spring. A surprise performance with Blackpink's Rosé also gained 32 million views within 3 days, turning gossip into ticket sales. Despite MGM's denial, the story continued to stick. It's relatable because gambling debts can affect anyone. Bruno's struggles made him seem more human, adding to his appeal and keeping fans interested.